Welcome you guys to the Content Creator Experience in partnership with Prominent Status Miami at PS Social. How you doing? How you feeling?
So good. Thank you for having us.
So what brings you to the Content Creator Party?
I mean, the word creator is just like, I have to have it like coffee. You know what I'm saying? We have to be in a biddy. Like, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what opportunities are going to arise. And it's just, a good opportunity to come out and mingle and network with like-minded individuals.
It's nice to get a perspective from people that are really goal-oriented, disciplined, that's achieved some things, bring some perspective, and meet amazing people that are also grinding and creating and choosing to be positive. You could just tell the energy is great. People are here to learn and love and connect and do something.
Yeah, again, also, like, a lot of us are an artist in more than just one media. We are like the Disney kids of art. You have to be in this generation. You have to be able to do more than one thing. But when you have a community, you don't have to do it by yourself. Like, yes, I can shoot photography too. Like, we all have cameras, but like Jade is phenomenal at what she does. Like, why not you take some of that stress off, and now I can go focus on another part, and we can put that together, and now we have an entire creative direction for Art Basel. It's building and using our strengths and weaknesses together to expand, because like a community will move further than an individual. So when you have a group of people working towards something, it's going to be successful faster and have a bigger audience and bigger impact if you do it as a community, as a unit.
It aids in collaborative efforts. It aids in growth and success. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Community is actually a place where accountability can happen, because everyone's doing the same thing and they're aiming for the same. If they tell each other what they're working on, they can just hold each other accountable. Like, text each other, call each other, say, okay, hey, did you do your thing? Did you do what was supposed to be done? And just literally push each other to where they're going. So community provides accountability as well.
Community is important. That's how you unify. That's how you integrate and get people interconnected. Without community, you have less people being able to bridge and can come together as one. I feel like we're coming into an age where bartering is returning, and everybody's understanding the energy of reciprocity. Like, what I'm saying? If everybody's putting their best or bringing something to the table, things can get accomplished. So that's why I say community is important, and all these things go with community. Where to go with it.
And also providing news and updates to what's going on in the current scenario. Like, there's so much amazing things that are happening that a lot of people just don't really know about. So it's more along the lines of just letting people know, like, hey, if you're a photographer, there's an actual space for you to actually take photos in the metaverse. Like, people are looking for photographers and videographers that actually do these type of podcasts or storylines inside of the metaverse, and they're looking for them. So it's just an easier way for me to just break down, hey, the metaverse is more than one thing. Let me tell you exactly what it is and how it can benefit.
So I'd love to know, did you always know you would be in the field that you're in now, or how many times did it take you before you realized this is what I want to do?
I love that. For me, I always thought that design would be something that I do on the side, like a side hustle. Since I was in first grade, I used to sell like drawings and crazy stuff. I learned graphic design. I taught myself in middle school, learned it in high school, and ultimately I realized that if I didn't pursue it fully as I became an adult, then I would not be living in my purpose. And so, yeah, it's crazy looking back that I guess some part of me must have always known that this is where I'm destined to be.
We talk a lot about collaboration and bartering.
Yeah.
What do you think about when you hear about someone, hey, let's collaborate or let's barter? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Oh, what am I gonna get from it? Honestly, it's one of those things that if you collaborate with someone, is my talent gonna equal the same as what your talent's gonna bring me? So you want to make sure that we both win from that collaboration, and not that I'm gonna put in more effort than that person is, because then they could either come to me as like, hey, I want to collaborate with you. They know that I do makeup. I know you're gonna do good, but what am I gonna get from doing your makeup for that shoot? Or what am I gonna get from creating this idea of a shoot? And if you get a completely free idea, or you get something dope, but then you didn't take the measures as far as like what I thought that was gonna happen. So collab, for me, that's in the makeup world.
I mean, yeah, because that's interesting, because it's like I know what I bring to the table, and then I know what I'm going to do, right? So for instance, like we did a shoot before, and we
collaborate all the time.
Right, yeah, right. But we did a shoot for Rhea, right? And what happened was we went and spent like $200 worth of fruits, and maybe more, and then have to reshoot it because we didn't like it, right? So we know what efforts we would put into doing the project. So if you just show up and like, yo, I'm here, no input, no nothing, it's a waste of time, you know, and a waste of experience.
So let me ask you, as women in the business, how important is it to connect with other women, other business owners, other entrepreneurs, and is it a plus side, a downside to it? What are your feelings?
You have to connect with other people, other women and other people in general. If people don't know who you are, how do you have business? You need to be able to put yourself out there and be able to connect, not just for the moment. You have to be able to connect later on, like, hey, I know your name now. Let's meet up, let's talk, let's figure out what we can do together. Or maybe I know someone who would enjoy your business as well.
There's no downside to connecting at all. You don't lose. How can you lose by networking with other people?
Absolutely. And we talked briefly off camera about manifestation and just like mindset. How important is manifestation and mindset to you?
If your mindset and manifestation is not right, your business won't succeed. You need to be able to have your mind in order first, and you need to be able to learn how to manifest what you want. If you don't know what you want, how can you get there? How can you achieve it? We have to learn to stop saying, I had to learn to stop saying, try, I want, and had to speak everything into existence.
I would say speak affirmations to yourself. I like to keep like affirmation notes in my notes on my phone. And whenever I feel like those feelings of nervousness or anxiousness, I like to just go into my notes and read that to myself and then guide myself through it.
I feel like in our end too, especially from ways that we've experienced, when you have people in different worlds, it creates a better message than, again, what you have intended, because you haven't gone through what I have gone through. But together, we can create something that people are going through right now, having both of our visions be like universal.
And for someone who's actually shy and reserved, what would you say about coming out to the next event?
You can't ask me that question. You know I'm such an extrovert. I don't... Practice in the mirror. Practice in the mirror. Practice on your phone. Talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera in front of you and just talk. Just speak. It's gonna come out eventually. My sister, she's that way. I'm like, girl, who are you talking to? Look at the camera. Engage with your audience. You'll be fine. Just keep it going, baby. Don't stop.
Yeah. And I would tell somebody new that is coming in that might be nervous is to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I would say doing exactly what he did tonight, bringing them in the forefront, you know, having them open up, and sharing.
It would be to make sure that they know that they're amongst their peers. Everyone's the same, everyone's going in the same direction, and really to just release their nerves and just be themselves. Like, don't try to be like anyone else. Just show up as who you are and know that you're amongst family, because everyone's doing the same thing. So why feel like you have to be nervous and be above or below anyone else? Just literally be yourself.
No, I totally agree with that. And short and sweet, just do it. Just start. Just start it. Find your niche. If you know about basketball, and you know all the stats LeBron had from college, right? And you know he spent 1 year in college, and talk about that. Right? Talk about lenses, talk about cameras, talk about what you know, talk about hats. Like, the hat is dope, right? What was it made out of? Like, who did the stitching? Like, you know what I mean? Talk about that. Because, and I mean, that's for myself too, and that's for all of us content creators, is just do it. Just starting, and don't overthink. Don't overthink. Like, nowadays, YouTube have the YouTube Shorts. You don't need to make it like super produced. I'm learning that now. Take your phone and just record something for the shorts and just put it out.
For me, I would say that honestly, if you want to be standing still standing, not move, not make no money, then stay at home, don't come, don't meet people, keep doing what you're doing. But if you really want to make moves, grow, and continue on your journey, then this is a place that you need to be in. You're missing out by not coming. So if you want to miss out on money, then stay home.
Being business owners, what is one of the hardest things you've ever had to experience with business?
Staying in business. It's easy to get into business, but it's not easy to stay in business.
That's true. And what would you say to someone who's maybe on their first year, they're just pushing through, but they're feeling kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can keep going?
The first year is the worst. That's the hardest. You have to overcome that first year. You actually have to overcome the first 2 years. Some people need 3 or 4 years. Like, everyone is different. I just tell people that everyone has their own timing. Wait for your timing. Just because Jess is able to be successful in a year doesn't mean I'm going to be successful in a year, and vice versa for everyone else. So just wait your time. You got this.
So what's one of the biggest takeaways that you had from tonight?
Accountability. You cannot lie to yourself about the kind of work. For me, it has been consistency. I know that I haven't been doing that. To be a better business person, I need to do that. Admit that to myself so that I can be accountable, change that, and then get the vibes rolling.
I'll just say you can't do this alone. Like, you can't do this whole journey of life alone, so you need people. It's a part of this, part of life.
I didn't get like nervous. And so like being here, it made me feel safe, and it also gave me like the push to just speak.
Like, get your ego out the way, like get present, get grounded, do what you gotta do, get your ego out the way, because you don't know everything, and everything is available to you if you're willing to learn. So like, just ask for help, like talk to people like that, and just keep taking steps what you know what to do now, while being open to change and to learn towards where you want to go, because it's possible, but take it one step at a time and grow into it.
Yeah, I think the greatest takeaway was that everyone, like, we're all people, we're all creatives, and I'm not alone. So it was really nice to know that there's other people out there talking to me very transparently and just like showing us the foundations of how to get ourselves out there and how to put ourselves out there. A comfortable space.
Actually creating connection that is needed and not just surface level. I feel like I was able to actually be transparent with certain people that I can really say what position my journey is at, and not just people see accolades. It's like, okay, what guidance do you actually need? And I really appreciate that, because that's rare.
And then the next step would be us all sitting around and being like, all right, so I need a photographer this week. Can we sit down and talk in the back? I need you. Like that'd be like the next thing that we would do, is have meetups where all of us collaborate and contribute to the field that we're looking for.
When Omar asked like how many people like need help with their business, how many people are struggling, and it was like, I need help. Like, I'm here because I need help. I'm here because I'm not big boss lady, boss bitch in my field, you know? And being able to meet marketers, creative directors, people that are good with business plans and all of the things. Like, I'm an artist. I only know how to be an artist. So someone that can guide me on the other side of things, on how to make money and be successful, that's what I'm here for.
I think mostly the connections. The connections are what's really most important. Knowing that there's someone there to support you. I actually met someone who has behind the scenes, not just creators, but attorneys and all the things that you need, like as a creator, that you don't realize you need when you're starting a business. And going back to what you said earlier, one of the challenges, as for example with me as a creative, doing Tooth Gems is a creative industry, but doing all the behind the scenes, doing things that are just not what the service is, that's what really keeps the business running. So it was interesting being able to meet those types of people here.
Someone who's just starting out, who's a little bit nervous, but they have so much ambition, what would you say to them?
I would say you can't worry about what other people are doing. If you start worrying about what that person's doing, it's going to take away from the time that you should think of what you should be doing, you know? So I feel like anyone that is starting, is one of the things that stops them, or kind of self-doubt is one of the biggest things. So once you stop seeing to your side and to your other side of what they're doing, just focus on what you have to do. And because you can only bring what you bring to the table. Everyone else, they're doing their thing, that's what they do. So you can't be worrying about what they're doing. Just do you, and that's your talent. You know?
Coming to places like this is just what you need. This is where you start. Before I even started coming here, I'm always a back of the person type of person. But coming to the heart of Miami, like you're saying, special things happen here. This is by getting out of your comfort zone. That is where you grow. So again, if you don't want to grow, then just stay still. Don't come out.
Have to do it. You just have to keep trying. I am currently at the point right now where I am not fully making money from my photography business, unfortunately, but I have to do what needs to be done at first. So while you are in the process of like the grind and just putting it all on the table, like you just have to keep going, and eventually it will pay off.
I'm Coach Shamika James. I'm a life and business coach, and basically I help those who want to take their knowledge, package it up, and create it as a product. That's what I do.
My name is Alice. I'm a shot in Artland. I'm a photographer. I mainly focus on creative portraits, event photography, and branding photography.
JB in Sutherland of Flyer Fair Nation. I own a video production company. So we film music videos, podcasts, commercials, and things like that. But our niche is like music videos and podcasts, but we're not limited to just that, right? And Lily?
I'm Lily. I am a makeup artist and creative director. I work on sets for music videos and all
big
that
time music videos. That new SZA and DJ Khaled.
Bigger up.
Wink, wink.
I am a creative documentary photographer, as well as just creating experiences that Black women can have a safe space for.
I'm an actress, I'm a singer / songwriter, and an artist in all different forms. So I paint, I draw, whatever, I'm a muse. So like a model, if you have any ideas, I'm your girl.
Web3 Trapping is our business name. One of the main things we do is education and entertainment. What are we educating people about? We're educating them about getting into the blockchain, why you should invest in crypto, and understanding what Web3 is.
I'm Jasmine Nicole Art, or Official, whichever you want to go by. My old followers know Art, my new followers Official. I am a creative director, visual artist. Anything art, I do it. But my main focus right now is digital graphic design and fashion design and modeling.
My name is Jessica Evelyn. Most people call me Jess. I am a smile stylist and the owner of Smile and Wink, which is a tooth gem service based out of Miami.
My name is Rashina, and I am a hairstylist. I'm an educator, and I'm also a health and wellness coach.
I'm Jack the God. I own a design agency specializing in branding, web development, and marketing.
My name is Charlene. I am the owner of Miami Beauty Spa, which is one of the #1 5-star rated spas here in Miami. I am also the owner of Miami Sexy Closet and Miami Beauty School, where we have taught over 200 women how to be a beauty professional.
Well, I'm a makeup artist. I do makeup for celebrity video shoots out here in Miami. I also have a boutique, Kegel Say Boutique, and I have my own lipstick line.
Okay, we love that. So what brings you?
I'm Apollo Fresh. I make music to inspire people to be themselves, and a lot of that is inspired by anime.
I'm a graphic designer, so I create like digital illustrations with this 3D software called Blender. I do logos, illustrations. I'm also like in partnership with the local shop, Life Gardening Tools in Lauderhill, and I create renders of their in-store products.
My name is Sophia. I'm a photographer for holistic and spiritual businesses. My company, Lens Transcend, does branding work for those kinds of businesses, or anyone that wants to do work on the conscious side of things.
My name is Deidre Nora Adams. I'm a real estate consultant. I also have my own fashion line, and I have a properties LLC that I am working on building.
I am Corinne Phoenix. I am a filmmaker. I am also I do music on the side a little bit, but I do artist development, brand awareness, and a little bit of PR if they're needed.